starts now.
Good evening. We start tonight with another big blow to the downtown Portland economy. The Oregon Brewers Festival today announced it is canceling this summer's event at Waterfront Park. The Brewfest had just returned last summer after breaking for 2 years due to COVID. Catherine Cook has a look at what's behind the move and reaction from the brewing community.
At the Nano Beer Festival in Southeast Portland,
there's your pumpkin.
Good things come in small batches.
This is all the little guys, 7 barrels and below.
Chris Rhodes owns Nano Beer Fest, but on this night outside John's Marketplace, he and others are buzzing over news from another Brewfest. The Oregon Brewers Festival, on tap for late July, is now canceled.
I was pretty shocked. But I did see that the attendance was declining.
It's kind of a big hit. It's history. Just talking to other festival owners, when it comes to downtown Portland, it's really a struggle.
In a press release, festival owners expressed disappointment and gratitude, in particular to guests who braved a heat wave to join them last summer, their return after 2 years canceled for COVID. They say dwindling attendance, rising costs, and extreme weather were all factors in their decision. We're hitting pause, they said, and figuring out how and when we'll come back to offer the world-class beer festival experience that our attendees and brewers deserve.
You want to be growing and growing when you see Portland used to be such a big thing downtown.
Besides the Oregon Brewers Festival, Portland's Holiday Ale Fest was canceled in December for the 3rd year in a row. Organizers said they plan to bring it back this year. That is not the case for another big event. Feast Portland, the city's largest food festival, announced in December they would not be returning in 2023 or ever. Organizers told Portland Monthly that so many restaurants are still in survival mode, facing supply chain issues and staffing shortages. In the brewing industry, there's another challenge, balancing supply with demand. Unicorn Brewing owner Zach Vestal has seen it firsthand.
Brewing is incredibly competitive now. When we started our business in 2010, there were 2,000 breweries in the entire country. There are almost 10,000 now. So there's good beer everywhere.
Like most people here, Zach hopes the Oregon Brewers Fest returns in the meantime.
Come drink beer outdoors in January. Why not?
NanoFest runs through Saturday from noon to 9. We'll post more information on KGW.com if you want to check it out. In Southeast Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Now to developing news surrounding a shakeup in staff at Portland City Hall. The mayor now says one of his senior advisors was forced out. Earlier this week, former mayor turned advisor Sam Adams said he was resigning from his position due to health reasons. This morning, he told the Oregonian and Willamette Week he left on his own terms. But later today, Mayor Ted Wheeler told those publications he forced Adams to leave after employees accused Adams of bullying and intimidating behavior. Wheeler said several female employees filed complaints. Some even left their jobs at City Hall. The mayor said he was disappointed Adams didn't own up to the real reason for his departure. Let's get you caught up on tonight's other headlines. A high school teacher accused of sending explicit text messages to a student at Mountain View High School has pleaded not guilty. Shelley Leatherwood appeared before a judge this afternoon. A 17-year-old student reported an inappropriate text conversation that included a nude photo from the teacher sent on Christmas Day. Leatherwood remains on administrative leave from Evergreen Public Schools. This weekend, 2 southbound lanes of I-205 will close between Oregon City and West Lynn. The closure lasts from 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Saturday, to noon on Sunday. The closure is so crews can make earthquake-ready upgrades to the Abernethy Bridge. One southbound lane will stay open, although ODOT says you should expect delays. This will not impact I-205 northbound. The Oregon Attorney General's office is petitioning the state Supreme Court to allow Measure 114 to go into effect. The voter-approved measure would enact strict new gun laws, including a ban on high-capacity magazines. However, a Harney County judge previously ruled to temporarily block all parts of the law. The AG's office says the state Supreme Court should order the Harney County Court to vacate that ruling because it argues that court didn't have the authority to block Measure 114. If you caught tonight's Dateline, you saw a special investigation into the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. It's a story we've been following for 2 months since the students were found in their off-campus home. Late last month, police arrested a suspect, 28-year-old Brian Koberger. Morgan Romero from our sister station in Boise spoke with Dateline host Keith Morrison ahead of tonight's show.
Where they got lucky, of course, was finding that knife sheath right there at the crime scene, right beside one of the bodies. They find a sheath for a very specific kind of knife, a K-bar. It's a sheath that has a button snap on it, which is difficult to open and close, and for anybody to open and close it without leaving their own DNA on that knife sheath would be pretty difficult. And sure enough, they got it.
On Thursday, Koberger waived his right to a speedy preliminary hearing, which means he's not scheduled to be back in court until June. A big change is coming for people who receive SNAP benefits or food stamps. Supplemental checks that helped folks get through the pandemic are ending next month. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean SNAP benefits are coming to an end completely. This just means benefits will go back to what they were pre-pandemic. Congress approved a bill diverting the extra SNAP money to other initiatives. A single-person household can expect to lose $95 a month, and a family of 4 as much as $300 a month.
Very much concerns me. Yes, and well, I mean, across America, but Portland has some major issues.
Yeah, that's like what, $200 a month that I have to pay out of pocket now, and I'm really unhappy about that.
SNAP sets a maximum benefit level for families who have no income, but as income increases, benefits are slowly phased out. During COVID, SNAP waived this, giving everyone the maximum.